doing today? Happy Friday. All right, guys, it is Friday. This is our Friday e-ffiliates call with LFI. My name is E.R. Wolf, one of the co-founders here. You guys already know me. If we do have anybody new on the call, please introduce yourself. If you brought a guest in, please introduce them. We're talking all things LFI affiliate program, and we want to help you guys maximize your results within the program. I'm going to keep letting people in, Guy. The first thing I want to kick this off with, anybody have any celebrations or things like that, guys? We just finished up February. Do you guys believe? I can't believe we're already 2 months in on the year. It's going by fast with this 2023, and we just finished up February. So celebrations from anybody. I know we got some people on this call that had great activity in February, and I want to give a big shout out to them. But if you saw success in February, please raise your hand on the Zoom. Ruben, you don't even need to raise your hand. Go on ahead, unmute. Let us know. Give us some tips and tricks, and we want to give you a big shout out for your success in February.
It all boils down to one word: networking. That did it, man.
I'm telling you.
And the follow-up.
Yes. Yes. The fortune is in the follow-up, as they say. And Ruben, I couldn't agree with you guys more. Okay. Many of you know LFI, we have the shuffle technology, we have the tap technology, but here's what Ruben is talking about: the power of networking. Guy, you and I were at a meeting on Monday, and we were talking about just the industry segments that LFI serves, right? We talked digital business cards, we talked QR code, we talked NFC technology. The biggest one of them all is networking. What's the number, Guy? Oh, you're muted.
214.33 billion.
Guys, almost $215 billion value within business networking. Okay, Ruben, I'm going to play off you for a little bit. If you are out networking and you're connecting with people and you're sharing your contact information and you're sharing your marketing information and you're building your social audience and you're going from that meeting and you're building the relationship over time, there's so much value in that. This is why every single week on Wednesdays, we do our LFI sponsored virtual international networking event. Okay, Kathy, I know you're on the call here. Thank you so much for joining today. There is a link for a template ID I'm going to show everybody today how to get that will help you invite to networking event. Okay, and I want to think about networking from a twofold: our networking event and other networking events that you might go to. And Ruben, I'm going to call you up again because I think you've got a methodology that anybody can implement. You've mentioned it before, Alignable. There are other networking organizations out there, offline networking organizations. I talked to somebody earlier today, BNI. You know, if you're going out there to whatever events where people are at, it's an opportunity to meet new people, introduce yourself, and create an LFI exposure. And if they are into networking and you can bring them into our networking events or into the LFI community, guess what? We as a team, we as a community, we help you with that person, right? You have a higher likelihood of that person converting over to a paid person. So there is a search term for this. It's called Wednesday Networking. I'm going to share real quick my screen, and I'm going to show you guys where to find this. Why is this critical? Because you get paid as an affiliate here at LFI for every single person that you directly refer. We call it the direct referral. You earn 10% on all of these people, and you can provide them a free event to go to, a free digital business card to start, just by focusing your energy on inviting to our Wednesday networking event or using your card to go to other networking events as well. So if you are in the card builder, I'm on desktop, guys. You want to do this because it's a desktop related card. You're going to do the search term Wednesday networking. Okay. All one word, Wednesday networking, capital W, capital N. You'll put that in the template ID up here. So watch, I'm going to delete this template, guys. If your account looks like this account and you don't have the template yet, You're going to come up to the template ID. We're in the standard templates here in the desktop builder, and you're going to type in the term Wednesday networking, and you're going to hit search. Okay, it says you're invited. There's a whole template. Kathy worked diligently along with our development team to put this together. Okay, if we want to preview this template, I'll show you what it looks like. You're invited. Virtual networking event. The world isn't getting any less digital, as Guy says, right? We want to allow you to come to this event. Here's the kicker. Step 1, get your free digital business card. Do you know whose link this is? This is your link. You get credit for everybody who you invite to the networking event. And the first step is you getting credit when they create their card for the networking event. Kathy's got her 30-second video on creating your free account setup. Step 2, personalize your card, right? Come to the event with your free card link, ready to network with people, put in your image, put in your background image. There's a 5-minute video right here for them to watch. That takes them through step 1 and step 2. And as Scott asked last week, step 3 is registering for the event. Then they can come in and register through our Luma link for the event. They've already got their card. They're already connected with you. So that's the preview of this, guys. If you're building this card, you hit select. I'm going to show you it's a 10-second process, right? It's going to pull in any of your contact information directly on here. If you want a different preview image, I changed mine to a you're invited preview image. You hit create and edit. Guys, the card is built. You've got nothing more to do. There's nothing else to edit on here. You don't need to do anything, okay? You don't need to change a color or a font or anything like that. You just get out of here and your card is ready to start using. Your networking event card is ready to start sharing. There it is. We're under Doug Demo's account. So I'm going to come in here. We'll preview this card. And why do I want to show you guys? Start your free account. We've made it simple for the people you're inviting to do this. Look, try Shuffle for free right at the top or hit continue. I want to call out $0. We're never going to take a card if we're giving something away for free. So we don't even require the credit card. You're going to hit continue. They will fill out. This is all they need to fill out. Their name, phone number, email, get a password so that they can edit their card in the future. Here's the kicker. Did somebody refer you? It's already tied to your account. This is tied to Doug Baldwin because we spent the 10 seconds building this card. We're trying to make it as simple and effective for you guys as e-affiliates here at LFI to maximize your results. Okay? If anybody's having any trouble with spinning up their Wednesday invite card, this is the best channel for us as a community to show people the value of the solution that you just introduced them to. They're going to come in for free. They're going to see value at that networking event and the people they meet. And if you were at last Wednesday's event, they're going to see value in the information they learn when we have thought leaders at every event dropping some knowledge and information to people that they can apply in their business. And then they're going to say, wow, you know what? I've got a free card, but everybody else I'm meeting at this event has a nice premium card. Maybe I need to upgrade my account. Ruben has used a strategy that I want to let everybody know because he's told me this strategy. You go out and network, you meet somebody, you give them a free digital business card, then you tell them for $1, they can get all the bells and whistles. Guys, that's the path to take somebody from free to premium. The moment that they have spent the $1, you're earning a commission. Now, a commission on $1 is really small, but as month over month it grows, you get to see that. I see Ruben's, it's a compounding effect, right? This is what Einstein said, compounding or compounding interest. This is the 8th wonder of the world. It's the leverage side of things.
Okay, say something, ER?
Absolutely, Ruben, go ahead.
Regarding your coins, this is something, you always learn something. Last year, I don't know what it is, every month I would go ahead and transfer my coins into my bank account. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, ching, $1.50 the processing fee. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, every month processing fees or whatever. And I go, wait a minute. And then where is he? Where is our guru, Mr. Scott? Anyway, he lets it grow in the coin thing. So when he's talking to someone online, hey, let me go into my account, all of a sudden, 500,000 coins are in there. So what does that tell someone? Hey, there's money in this.
There is.
And so that's now I'm not drawing out anything until I have to.
I think this is smart, Ruben. I'm telling you right now, you will never see Guy or I on here on this call doing what they call check waving, right? Have you ever been on with one of those gurus and it's like, hey, look at this nice thing I've got behind me. Look at that. You know what I mean? However, to Ruben, your point, you want to validate that this opportunity exists. And here's the reality. I think pound for pound and dollar for dollar, this is the ultimate business opportunity for anybody looking to create passive residual income. Okay.
One other point, ER. One other point. Just last night, there was a lady that texted me, said, Ruben, are you still into direct sales or direct marketing? And all of a sudden, she was a lady that I was really involved in, a whole bunch of us. Do you remember a company called Nerium?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We used to go to Dallas. We even went to the Queen Mary in Long Beach. We're in the boat. I mean, that's celebrating, having a great time. Those relationships are still there. They're in different facets of life. And in her particular life flashback, she's having a daughter that's getting married. Her husband, they have 16 horses in a farm up north of us there. And she said, Ruben, have you ever heard of this company? And I go, my networking people are recruiting people for that company. So number one, I didn't know whether she was setting me up to find out if I could possibly be a recruit, but she was really straightforward. And so I thought to myself, wait a minute, I have someone that's that's a partner of mine that's in that. And of course, she has a shuffle card promoting that company.
Yes.
So this morning, I gave her a little breathing time. This morning, I asked her, hey, would you be interested in having me create a shuffle free card for you so that you can go out and promote that company? Guys, it's just as simple as that.
And I'm going to play on that, Ruben. We have a lot of people in the direct sales space who do use LFI technology to support their direct selling business. I was just on a call this week with a person. They have 4 different direct sales companies that they represent, right? Some's in health and wellness, maybe a physical product, apparel, etc. This is a universal solution that they apply to all 4 businesses. It also helps drive duplication when everybody's sharing the same card templates. The team can scale more. So there's a lot of value to taking these to those groups. And Ruben, I like your point. Sometimes showing it in a way they can see it for their brand helps them get the concept. Yeah, Kathy, go ahead.
So I was chatting with a gentleman this week. We're actually going to get on a Zoom call. So it's also just listening, right? We always talk about this, but it's listening to people and how they describe what they do and then helping them see the vision of the digital business card. And he was really funny because he was 2 seconds he got it. But and I may have mentioned this before, but he does grant writing. So I'm thinking nonprofit because I'm in the nonprofit space. I'm thinking that's who you write grants for. And he was like, oh, no. There's grants for small businesses, there's grants for nonprofits. So I was like, oh, wait, you're now leading me down the path of how to help you help yourself market yourself better with Shuffle, because now you can have target marketed. And he's just like, I need you. He's like, I don't want to talk to you. He was like, I want to talk to you, but I was like, he's like, you don't have to sell me. I just need this. And the other really cool thing that happened this week, so I used my kathyiman.com as my landing page. And I was showing somebody who is in the direct sales space Shuffle. And I was like, well, this is one of the things that I use it for. So I was showing her for one reason. And then I was scrolling through my card and she saw our nonprofit. And she's like, wait, what's that? So by me only just showing you one thing, not intentionally trying to show you another, she was like, oh, I used to be the head of labor and delivery at a hospital here in Dallas. I know all the people. Why don't they know about your nonprofit? So it was just this great conversation starter. And now she and I have connected about that.
I love it. You guys, again, we always talk about the right information to the right person at the right time. You probably heard me say this on a bunch of stuff. The reason is exactly what Kathy's talking about, right? Give them what they're looking for, position yourself to fill that need for them, but also don't lose sight of all the things that you're doing because you want a card for everything. This is why when somebody asks you, I just need a digital business card. Why do I get 10? You have a response to talk about. You have a response to talk about. Now, I know we've got some other things to talk about, but James, you've got your hand up. Go ahead.
We're talking about connecting and networking. I actually worked a networking event this week for my DJ company, and listening to the great Kathy of networking, I mentioned to them about providing sponsorship and free business cards for all the members. He said, that's amazing. We were just talking about creating a directory of how we wanted to do everything for our company. So I took the example that Kathy showed me and I showed it to them. They're like, wow, this is great. So I'm sitting down with the co-founder next week, and I'm sitting with the board right after that so the board can approve it, and it runs with them. So what am I saying? Networking will make your network grow.
Yes.
In order to make it grow, you got to get out there and network.
Agree. I also want to call out a distinction because I've heard it from at least 3 people already today. How many of you on this call know how to build a shuffle card?
Apparently not.
Joy, don't worry, we will help you. And again, reach out. Tech Tuesday is the best path to start learning stuff. I understand that it only happens once a week. If we need to set up a one-on-one time, please reach out to me, okay? I'm going to put my personal digital business card in for everybody. You guys, we should all be connected. I'm also going to say this. If you aren't like Angela right now, if you didn't just create your Wednesday networking invite card, create it right now while we're on the call. Angela, what did it take? All of 3 minutes, you said, maybe less. You posted your link in. I've already opened it up. I already tested it. It goes directly to your referral link. I can demonstrate that for everybody. Right now, while you're on this call, create that card so you have it for Wednesday. Put it in the chat if you need to, so we can validate that everybody's doing that. Joy, I put my business card in there. Reach out to me directly. I'm happy
I tried the virtual networking card, and I went in to edit, and there's little locks. I wanted to put my link in, but I don't know how to get rid of those little locks.
This is the reason, Joy, you don't need to do anything. Those are all locked because everything's already done for you. So the moment you do that, just hit the back button to get back to your cards. There's nothing to edit on the networking card.
Oh, not even, but what about my link? Didn't you say
we auto grab it for you so that you don't even have to write your link down. It's automatically done.
And so those Facebook and LinkedIn, we're not supposed to put our own links in there?
No, it's all corporate stuff for our audience, but you all get credit for the ones who come in through your link. So this is how we collectively work together. And again, right information for the right time. We want you to edit the social links on your cards. We're connecting them to the LFI community links on the invite card.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Then I think I'm golden then, because I did put it in there, but I wanted to put my own links down there. And I'm like, why are the little locks?
Yeah. So you will see that on
I could send this very card to people in a networking group. And if they're interested, it will track back to me.
Correct. So I'm going to show you that card. I'm sharing my screen again, Wednesday networking invite card. And what you're talking about, Joy, in the edit menu. And you guys are going to see this as we release more and more available templates for you as affiliates to use. We want to try and take as much of the heavy lifting of it off your plate. So we're going to do everything technically on our end so that you don't even have to do a lot of editing or building. That's why we built the template in the first place. So you can see, you're going to see little locks like Joy was talking about. You're invited. Why? The template, you guys don't need to change the you're invited, the branding, all of these, the text, all of that stuff. And you can see this button link, it's even locked. Why? Start your free Shuffle account. We can go grab that from your profile and automatically put it in here. So why not save you that time and energy from putting in your code? We already know what the right code is for you. we'll put it in there. We don't want you to transpose a number accidentally or do anything like that, mispaste the code. So everything is done in here. And then these are the social links for LFI. Okay. On other templates, you will see certain things are unlocked. If you see a widget that is unlocked, that is editable. So in the future, maybe we're going to add an image here. But even on those things, our game plan is we'll grab your profile image. We'll save you that time, that energy, that effort to do that. Again, to James's point, guys, your network is your net worth. The more you network, the more people you meet. Guys, we as affiliates can get paid to network, get paid to share. So everywhere where you're interacting with other people, whether that's online or offline, you want to use the LFI technology to connect and share information with them, because that's an exposure that you can get credit for. Okay? We've talked about the program many times before. I'm going to do a quick overview here. I'm going to share the page with you so that you can go learn this information as well. And you have this information at your disposal, because the affiliate program is a twofold thing. We want you guys to go out and directly refer as many customers as you want, but we also have leverage in this program. So we also want you to understand how you earn on that leverage and how those team members earn. So I'm on the affiliate page of the website, lfishuffle.com/affiliate. You guys have your own link, mine is /ER. You can find that invite link in your affiliate back office. This describes the whole program. Simple affiliate marketing, right? You sign up, you get your share, your link to share, you start promoting. Anybody who comes in and pays for a solution, you start earning on. Affiliate structure, guys, you're going to get 10%. I'm just going to skip the numbers here and I'll just go down because I'm a visual guy. You're going to get 10% for everything you directly refer, 8% for your network referrals, and then we've got some additional leverage there on 1% for 7, 8, 9, and 10 if you qualify. Okay? A key distinction here. This is your efforts. This is your team efforts. Guy, you and I have talked so many times about a process of doing, helping, and teaching. Anybody heard us talk about do, help, teach? Okay. You never stop doing, but that's where you start. And we're going to talk about activity levels here in a second, but you never stop doing. And helping and teaching is about creating a process or system so that your team replicates the same thing. And we want to set the guidelines for that. I want to call out something on here, guys, that many of you might not be aware of. Legal down here. Okay. Terms of service, all of that type of stuff underneath the other, your LFI member affiliate agreement. Read through this. Read through this. Okay? The reason why I want to talk about this right now, just spend a second talking about this with Guy. We have come across affiliates who have and are abusing the affiliate program, and we are cracking down on that. I want to talk about two areas specifically, and this is why we talk about doing, helping, and teaching, and why this is important, okay? Because I want you to build a passive residual income stream. So what? So that you can live a life by design, but you have to be willing to do that in the framework that it's intended for, okay? We prohibit the purchase or use of accounts solely for participating in the affiliate program to earn commissions or bonuses. A good definition of this would be things like stacking, as they're termed in the industry, right? I do not want to see individuals affiliate account, affiliate account, affiliate account, affiliate account, affiliate account, and then wide. Okay, one of the things that we're putting in place, and different story if these are active accounts, and this is what I want to talk about. We have put in place as of 1/1/23, we talked about it a lot last year in 2022, our minimum level of activity, our expectation for you, 1 direct referral in a 30-day period. So you want to get 1 pro LFI user in a 30-day period. That means somebody who spent money that you earned a commission on. Otherwise, your account will be flagged and subject for review. Okay, flagged and subject for review for inactivity. The other thing we don't want people, I saw an affiliate the other day, right? 0, not even, I've never even heard of this person. 3 years, no activity, no referrals. Guys, as a team, as a community here at LFI, if we're all working towards a common goal, I want everybody to make an income stream off of this, but the goal that we're working on is building the LFI community. We're doing, helping, and teaching. So part of that is the do. We want you to be actively doing. Get out there, use the product, share the product. If you're an affiliate, it should be a no questions asked. I can refer somebody, one person in 30 days, guys. How much does Shuffle cost? With your affiliate discount, it's $20. I feel like I'd be talking to a sales team that says, hey guys, your monthly sales quota is $20 this month. It sounds in a way almost outlandish. You know what I mean? That's the minimum level of requirement if you want to be an affiliate here. Okay? Helping and teaching is about the guidelines. We all understand we don't want to be stacking. I've had to eliminate and remove affiliate accounts because of stacking, guys. I don't want you to lose an account. I don't want you to lose affiliate status. I don't want you to lose portions of your referral network because somebody on your team is abusing the system. That's the reality, okay? And we mitigate that through helping and teaching. This is why Guy and I make it so simple. Do, help, teach. Follow those guidelines, scale it up, be a professional. We're all now business owners, guys. You are an LFI business owner. Congratulations, you're now an affiliate. Let us help work together to be successful with that. Guy, I don't know if you have anything to add or if there are any questions on that, but I thought it very important to bring that up at today's conversation because we are actively reviewing accounts. I've had some active terminations this week alone and in the past, and it's not fun to do. I don't want to be the person who calls somebody up and says, unfortunately, due to a violation of the policy, you're losing your affiliate status.
I think the only thing to add to this is conceptually getting our minds wrapped around an affiliate program that most people, the average everyday person understands, and how an affiliate program works compared to our hybrid approach at affiliate programs, right? We have residuals and leverage. Month after month, you keep earning on what you've done and you can get the leverage. That only works with activity.
It does.
That's why you do not see a typical affiliate program focusing on, they don't provide for leverage and residuals. They only say, do one referral and earn on it. Yep. You refer, you earn. You refer, you earn. And so there has been internal discussions. Do we move to a single affiliate program for people that are inactive? Do we move to say that do, help, teach really is the ambassador, really is someone who is participating in our affiliate program? Because we want to make it a triple win. We want people to identify every day there are new businesses in network marketing and affiliate marketing that are starting. And people chase that bright, shiny object for a certain period of time. And then the next thing happens. And then the next thing happens. And they always, in those meetings, talk about the market size and what the market can do. We're talking 4 emerging markets. And we never really say, hey, opportunity first here at LFI. But the opportunity is something over $307 billion through a combination of branding elements, landing pages, digital business cards, QR codes, NFC, and networking. Networking should almost be as simple of a conversation with anybody on anything on why to be a part of it. I don't have to say, hey, come join our water purification company. My water's just fine. It's clean. I don't need it. I don't need to pay all this additional money. But if there's a way where I can meet new people and potentially talk about what I do as my primary, but utilize a tool to be part of an opportunity, that's a huge advantage that we all get and we all have. And why we are excited on what we've done to date and where this is going into the future. A win for me this week, multiple calls of what we would deem inactive affiliates coming back saying, I never should have stopped being active here. because I did chase other things, and those other things shut their doors. It didn't work. But people that I invited here 3 years ago, 5 years ago, are still here utilizing the solution for their businesses and taking them to those other opportunities. And I should work with them to say, okay, Ruben went from Nerium to another company. I've got a whole network of people that we need to differentiate ourselves from the company. We all saw it happen 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it was, with Advocare. It's a well-known company. They basically gave everyone a 20-day notice that they were no longer doing their network marketing program. They were going direct to consumer. They felt strong enough with what they had. Everyone that had branded themselves as Advocare,
Yep.
they went about it wrong. They should have branded themselves a health and wellness coach, so they could go to the next opportunity. If that's something that, okay, here's another business that is offering the same type of products and services, I can bring Shuffle, Ellify over to this new network and proliferate it down and say, this is how we differentiate ourselves. Because so many of those companies for so long, and I think a lot of them are opening up, they've forced you to be branded them.
Yes.
And we talk networking, being authentic, being yourself.
Yeah.
The U economy. The U economy is something that is here now, and it's the future of business, right? Artificial intelligence, we're seeing it happen right now. We were laughing about a guy who is extremely successful, has a huge team in his business. And he went to each one of his managers and said, I want you this week to go find an artificial intelligence that can replace you.
Yep.
He's like, I'm not going to replace you, but that can replace you.
Yep.
He's not going to replace them right now.
Stop.
But at some point they will be replaced. And
Yeah.
that's where we have to take our lives, the reins of our life by control, and say, you know what, I've got to be the one that's going to dictate what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, where I'm going to do it, how I'm going to brand myself, differentiate myself, so I can be in the cutting edge of the U economy. This was a concept we've talked about since day one, since about 2008. And that was something that was so foreign to people. It was basically how artificial intelligence was foreign to people 2 years ago. And here we are, and it's part of us.
Yep.
The U economy is here. We all are individuals, right? There's 16 of us here that are our own economy, that have our products, our services, our offerings. Yes, there may be a title to what that business is, or a logo that says this is what I'm a part of. But having a platform to say that this is what I'm a part of, but yet I'm still me. I can still separate myself from this and be authentic is really where we're moving towards. And everyone should be excited about that.
Well, and I think the thing that excites me most, Guy, and we take a different perspective on it, and we've taken this perspective from day one. We want the people involved, i.e., every one of our affiliates, to participate in the upside benefit of the communities and the network that we're growing. You know, we've used in the past the Facebook analogy, right? Where if you didn't find your friends on Facebook, Facebook did a little pop-up, invite your friends to join. And everything that Facebook achieved as a network, they've got billions, over 3 or 4 billion users. Those were all brought in by other people who invited friends and referred. And who's benefiting from that entire network? Maybe you, when you get to see what your friends are up to, and when you get to watch the latest cat video or see what your friend had for lunch or whatever it is. But really, the people who are benefiting are the people who are selling ads, your eyeballs, you know, the executive team, Zuckerberg, the shareholders, those types of things. If we flip that on its head and we said, look, the community that helps teach, grow the community can all participate in that. I know, Guy, you and I are doing some stuff on the backside with V3 and other things that we're looking at that's going to allow you guys to participate even more so in the up-end potential of this thing, because we want to make it about the community. It's not about Guy or I, it's about you. And it's about you being part of the U economy. And Guy, I just want to highlight one thing that you were talking about, because I think it's so critical. Because like you said, I've seen people who are entrepreneurial who get the shiny object syndrome and they sort of jump from place to place. Here's the one thing that that's okay if that's you. Take Shuffle along with you. I've looked at some of the stats, guys. I've seen people, they operate 3, 4, 5 different ventures at the same time. And then I see that they change them over time, right? I stopped these 2 and I added these 3 on. And do you know what the common theme for those people is? They take Shuffle with them. They take Shuffle with them. And Guy, I think the calls that you talk about, it's the people who failed to realize that they could take Shuffle with them or LFI with them everywhere that come back and say, oh, I chased this opportunity over here and I totally forgot about that. And I'm just now realizing if I would have taken this with me, I would have been Johnny Appleseed planting seeds everywhere that I went. That's the reality. That's the reality. I want to close on this, and then I'll get to James, your question again. There was a quote by the CEO of Gillette. You know Gillette, the razor company, right, guys? And the quote that Gillette said, and this is on consumable products, the industry that we're in, okay? SaaS solution, software as a service. He said, it's so amazing waking up every morning knowing that half the population is going to be shaving their face, the other half is going to be shaving their legs, and everybody's going to need a new razor next week. I want you to think about that. To Guy's point, we are seeing this big segue. We don't know, we're not fortune tellers, what the economy holds in the future. I've heard statistics, something like 50% of the jobs that exist out there today are not going to exist in the next 5 to 10 years, right? This could be truck driving with autonomous trucking. I mean, to Guy's point with AI, like they just released it publicly like 3, 4, 5 months ago, and it's already blowing up, right? It's already disrupting everything. The guy's already saying, hey, you as an employee, go out and find the thing that's going to replace you and then train it to replace you. And they don't even know what's coming down the pike. If all of that happens, it's going to be you and the relationships that you work with. That's the efficiency, the U economy that Guy is talking about, where it's 2 people connecting and doing business with people they know, like, and trust. You know, you're not going to, I think the future of efficiency is cutting out every person in the middle to where you're connecting the buyer and the seller. And that's pretty much the definition of affiliate marketing. If you're in the middle connecting the buyer with the seller, you get a piece of all of that. So it can be extremely, extremely powerful.
There is one thing that I just want to add to this, and thank you for sending it over to me, Kathy. When ER mentioned the minimum monthly 1 referral, that just flags. It's not going to remove you. It just means maybe we need to have a conversation to see how we can support you.
100%. I want to be very
We understand that happens. We understand.
I want to be very transparent on that, guys. Again, we're not trying to implement these things from the standpoint of let's cut it off. It's let's have a conversation because maybe there's something going on. Maybe we can help you. We want everybody to be as successful as they want to be, but you got to want it for yourself. And the number one thing in affiliate marketing is you got to go out and do. You got to go out and do. If you've signed up as an affiliate and you still have not made a referral, then something needs to change. We want to come alongside you. You've got a community here that wants to come alongside you to make sure that you can make that change. Because I will tell you what, and I might point to James, I might point to Ruben, I might point to Scott, anybody on this call who's made a referral. And if you're on this call, raise your hand if you've made a referral. Okay? If you've made 1 referral, you know everything you need to know about making a 2nd referral, a 3rd referral, a 4th referral. And I know people who've hit their stride, they're on this call right now, and they're making more than just 1 referral a month. More than just 1 referral a month. In fact, I'm getting messages on the weekend outside of these calls, and it's like, hey, I know, I see James laughing there because he takes advantage of it. Guys, it's there for you to take advantage of. You know, he reaches out to me. I don't say, James, don't call me on the weekend or don't message me on the weekend. I say, attaboy, that's great. Guys, this is what a team is about. I can't believe you're out there hustling on the weekend. You know what I mean? Go out and get yours. Because if you know the process, it's like riding a bike. You got to know how to balance. You got to know that momentum helps you. You got to know how to pedal and you got to know how to steer. Once you put all three together, it's like riding a bike, no matter how long it's been since you rode it. You just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. That's the process. That's doing. Helping and teaching is when you take your skill set and you come alongside the team that you get a leverage. 8%, 6 degrees of separation, guys. That's the powerful component within e-ffiliate that Guy talked about that is atypical to traditional affiliate marketing. We need to understand that because I don't want it to be something that it's like you only eat what you kill. True business is about having that leverage, but you want to come alongside your team and you want to help and teach them. James, you and I have had this conversation multiple times, and I know you got your hand up, so I'm going to start talking specifically to some of the conversations that we've had. It's about if you see somebody on the team, like you got a team member on the call right now, Toby. It's coming up and supporting Toby, right? And we talk about that all the time. Hey, come along. Let's meet. Oh, you're having a meeting. If you need me to join, I'm going to come back you up, right? I've heard of other team members. Guys, this is not leadership. If you come up to somebody and you say, hey, oh, you're going to work with them? Nah, you can work with me. You got to give more than you take. You got to give more than you take. That's how success happens. And I've seen people who are like that. I don't know why they do that or operate that way. I don't know if it's entitlement or self-interest. Guys, we got to be selfless, not selfish. I will come alongside. This is my commitment to you as an affiliate, whether you've referred a single person or 10,000 people directly. I'm willing to come alongside you and help and teach you to replicate. It's like teaching a person to fish versus giving them a fish to eat. Once we all learn how to fish, we get to go into any stream we want and cast our line, right? Ruben's just, I'm going to go over here into Alignable today. I'm going to go into BNI tomorrow. I'm going to go into this group over here. Oh, I'm at this event. Oh, wow, I just bumped into somebody at this store. Hey, you like networking? Come to this free event. Oh, hey, you need to build a digital presence? Here, join us on this thing and you can learn how to use this awesome tool. Oh, you're not using QR codes in your business? I can show you how to do that. Would that be help? Great. James, go ahead.
So much good information putting out here, folks. So let me go add on about networking. With your free card you have the ability to make a campaign. Here's how to really make this campaign work for you. Every networking group you go to, you make a campaign, e-ffiliate, and you connect that to your free card. And as you walk around that networking group and people are getting the free cards, you're actually creating analytics and tracking how much of that card is being used. Now, the great thing about that is it helps you two ways. One, you know, hey, I've been through this networking group here. I see how many people actually touch my card or work with it. It's going back to this group worthwhile. That's something for you. But the big thing is for the people like Kathy and Angela, who are actually the presidents or in charge of that networking group. Well, James, why should I have our people work your card? Well, you have 150 people in your networking group. See right here in my system, it shows me 125 of them have already got free cards that they're using and moving around. So this is another way for you to advertise your networking group in which they're doing the work for you. It's easy to sell somebody on something, but it's virtually impossible to say, I don't want it if you can prove it solves a problem that they have. So just go to your campaign, make a new campaign, networking group, blah, blah, blah. Take that QR code, make sure that link is separated, and do that for all your networking group, all at the same free card. Now, the added bonus is when you talk to somebody, well, what's so special about the free card? See right here, this free card shows every campaign that I've used with it, the percentage of work. I've got this much percentage of free cards, and then right here, I can show you how they convert it over to being paid customers. Wow, it's just like that. Your eyes see, your mind think, and your heart says, let's go. It skips a beat. Back to you.
Yeah, no.
I love how James is like a magician.
Yes.
Well,
Anybody else see the magician in James?
That's part of the salesmanship.
There's nothing there.
Like
Then there's a card.
you can read about something, you can hear about something, but when I'm telling you, the mind works this way. I'm telling you it and I'm showing you direction and I'm keeping you focused that you're like, I can see it and feel it at the same time.
Absolutely.
Watch the left hand because the right hand is going to fool you.
That's
it-
exactly right.
it goes
So,
back
all right,
to-
I gotta jump in on this though, because I think this is important, especially with what we're talking about this morning.
Mhm.
Yes, I am a leader of a group. Yes, I have shuffle. Two things. Number one, if I hear a member talking to some other member or a guest and they are selling them on shuffle, I am there to support. I am not going to take over that sale. Matter of fact, you're going to learn about it from your friend, not from the chick who sold it to you standing just because I'm standing at the front of the room, right? Do not butt in
Right.
to grab that sale out from somebody, especially somebody you've got on your team, right? This
you
person is
imagine-
promoting a product for you through them to
Mm.
another person,
Oh, I gotta speak on
right?
this morning.
And right,
Right.
but you'll like this one too. And also, don't go grab that person from them, right? So not only don't jump into their conversation and try and oversell them,
Oh, gee.
but just because somebody said you need one person and we're going to flag your account and you're going to get sweaty and go like, oh my God, I don't have a person this month. It's okay. Because Guy and you are going to go like, well, we see that you coached whoever and whomever went and got some people. So you're good this month.
Yes.
Don't go grab people from people.
No.
Y'all, I've seen it for you. I've been around the block. I know how this works.
Well, and Kathy, the reality before James, you chime in, what's the difference? If you looked at the chart, 10%, 8%. If you're going to do that for a measly 2%, trust me, guys, you're going to push more things away than you will bring in. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that person's never going to talk to anybody in front of you again.
Dum dum dum.
Dun, dun, dun.
James, I don't know if you had something to add real quick. I also want to add some other things that I've seen. And again, I don't know why, but they're
Yeah, I'm
being done out there.
gonna chime in now. So just yesterday, me and Toby went out to a client and we actually did a train with them. That's one thing we gotta remember, folks. When somebody joins your team or becomes a client, it's your job to train them on the product and know how great it is. Because if they don't like it, they're gonna get with it. We've all had trial runs and we say, I'm gonna try this for 14 days, and you let the first month go, crap, I paid for it, second month, but you know what, I'm not even using, I don't know what it is, I throw it away. So we went to do a training with a client yesterday and they were all excited by it, but then they were like, I'm frustrated because there's one thing that's happening, I don't know what's going on. We were able to log into the system, they created a campaign, but they had a campaign as a pop-up that you had to solve before you get to their card. So we fixed that problem. They're like, oh man, this is great. Now they went to the next level and they were excited and they got all the stuff going on. So follow up with your clients and ask them if there's anything they need any assistance with, problem, and show them something special. Adding to that, just this morning, we were at a chamber breakfast. Toby was there with me. He was talking with some people. I walked up over and they said, yeah, he's like, he was sitting there with his card and he was like, he was talking. And I said, wait, they have a card. I said, well, Toby, you know what? You can go ahead and remember, you can tap their card. And I walked away. I came back. Make sure you guys save it to your phone and walked away. Why am I going to sit and take energy and momentum from him because I know it all? No, I know what I have. I got to show him and teach him because you got to think about it. The people that you rob in front of somebody, they're thinking, I got to check Kathy's character because if they work together, why is she doing it in front of him? I don't need to work with them anymore.
You're right.
It's no good to rob your team because you're robbing your team. Back to you.
Yeah.
James, I got to add something to that. Guys, look at the room right here. We all have something in common, right? We have our own businesses, but we have each other. Okay.
Yes.
Toby and I were in a networking with speed dating function in there. And I mentioned something in the room and he said, hey, I'd like to know about that group. I paint with veterans, okay? And it's a private group, but he gave me an interesting idea. So I went into my Shuffle app, and there's a dynamite button at the bottom of our app. It's called Chatter. Okay, so I chattered with Toby, and then Toby got me back, and I said, "Hey, listen, check out this video that I made with Diva. This is a lady that's huge in Dallas with veterans groups." And I sent him the video right through Chatter, and he's got it. And guys, it doesn't get any sweeter than that. The only thing I would suggest, Toby, is because when you were responding to me, I got to get in my mind your name, Toby. So right there on your thing, if you can go ahead and put Toby and then real life services, that way, I won't have to take the recall supplement that I usually provide myself every day. Okay.
That sounds so familiar, like somebody told him that already.
I love it, guys. Look, I think there's two mindsets, and we talk about mindset all the time. I'm excited because Friday rolls into our will, skill, and refill and into next week. And one of the thought leaders that we're going to be talking with is all about mindset. And for me, and this was a mindset I had early on when I was young, right? It was the scarcity mindset, right? There's not enough to go around. I got to get mine. If I win, somebody else has to lose. It's me instead of we, right? Then I don't know when it happened, but sometime throughout my journey, maybe in my 20s, I understood that there was an abundance mentality, not a scarcity mentality. And guys, there is so much to go around. I want to give you an analogy. Okay, I'm walking through the forest and I see a pile of gold. Okay, and I'm not talking a small pile of gold where I just fill up my pockets and I sort of walk back out a wealthy person. I'm talking about you see the gold vein in the mountain and you realize the entire mountain is gold, right? More than any one person can handle. You are left with a choice. You can keep it all for yourself, or you can go out and tell everybody so that we can all go and mine it together, knowing that even this much of that will solve getting you from where you are to where you want to be. I truly believe with that abundance mentality, that's what we're talking about here at LFI. Guy and I talked about it earlier this week. $3.5 billion a year just in digital business cards, guys. Remember, 40% of small businesses don't have an online presence. A digital business card can be their online presence. That's a massive market. You could spend all day long. And I know people on this call, I asked you earlier, who knows how to build a card? I saw a lot of people raise their hand. The reason is that's a high value skill. There are people on this call today, they're not just earning commissions through the affiliate program. They're selling their service of helping people build cards. If you guys have earned some money helping somebody build a card, go ahead and raise your hand or say hi. Guys, success leaves clues. There's a few people on this call, they just raised their hand. That's not a commissionable thing. That's an all you thing. And it becomes part of having that high value skill because not everybody wants to build their card. Shuffle is a DIY platform, but you can come and help them do it for them. And you can charge for that service because it's a high value skill. So think about that. Okay. That's the abundance mentality, is that there's this opportunity for us to all come serve these markets. QR codes. We've talked about this. Guys, QR codes have been around for 20 plus years. In the US, they only became popular because of the pandemic. When everything went touchless and everybody had to scan for everything and you couldn't go to a restaurant or anywhere else without getting a menu through a QR code. Now, even the phone carriers, iOS, Android, Apple, etc., during the pandemic, they adjusted their cameras just to detect QR codes. Think about how big that is. It's a what, Guy? $35 billion?
35.7.
$35.7 billion industry. I was on a call today with an auto dealership guy. I mean, he's talking about how do we put QR codes in the glove boxes so when somebody needs service or anything, they're just scanning it. Everybody's looking for ways to interact with their customers through QR codes, and you've got an offering in your back pocket that can provide that to them. Think about that. It doesn't always have to be about cards. It has to be about solving their problem with technology. Okay? NFC, we've talked about these right here. Guy, you and I are working on a plan where we can allow people to personalize these, your brand, your customer's brand, whatever you want on the card. And we're going to make that happen. This alone, what is it? A $50+ billion a year.
54.3, something like that.
Okay. This is new technology, cutting edge technology, NFC. People are going to start to become aware. We're in the early adopter cycle. You'll hit the growth cycle on those types of products. You can be that solution provider. And what we opened today's call with, guys, networking. 3.5 billion, 35 billion, 53 billion, $215 billion with a B is happening in business networking, right? Yeah, James just said it. It's like the, Dr. Evil. It's so big, $1 billion. You know what I mean? $215 billion. When you amass all of those together, you're looking at over $350 billion in opportunity. This is a gold mine so big that, Guy, you and I cannot go do it alone. We want to link arm in arm with each one of you to go out there and share this with the world. Every time you use it, every time you share it, you're introducing to somebody to it, to LFI, to the solutions, and they're going to start asking questions. How did you make your link pop on my phone? Where did you get that QR code? Ooh, I love your digital business card. Guys, these are all questions that when you turn on your spidey senses, when you open your ears, you'll start to realize those are people who are looking for solutions. That's when Ruben turns around and says, oh, it's my digital business card. I can give you a free one. If you want, I can build you one. Would that interest you? Yeah, I've heard about these things. I just didn't know what to do or where to go. I mean, that's how easy a referral happens.
Hey, ER. One of the questions we're talking about networking, you can ask whatever network group you're going to, how are you guys getting out in the system? How you present yourself to everybody? You may ask a question and they'll tell you, well, we just do this route, that route. Yep. They're giving you the answers and the pathway for you to approach them about how LFI can help promote their organization. Some of them don't even have QR codes that can think about QR codes. Some of them don't even know how to actually link their systems together. I've actually been, and I'm quite sure Kathy can agree with this, we've been on networking group sites and the links to where they on their sites go nowhere to where they're supposed to be. Yep. So if you can simplify that solution and go, oh my God, this is great for them. If you're that thank you person, hey, guess what? They're going to thank you by saying, let's sign up.
Yep. I want to call out one distinction, James, that you just mentioned, that again, anybody who's reading between the lines, guys taught me this so much, guys. We've got two of these ears and one of these mouths for a reason. I've got the gift of gab. I don't know why. I like to talk. You know what I mean? But I like to listen too. And when I'm listening to people talk, James just called out something that I want to leave a gold nugget with everybody, okay? You can be strategic about going out and finding one customer, two customer, three customer here, and do that. That's part of the do. But you can also be strategic because there are groups, teams, organizations that have more than one person in them. They have a large audience of people. And you can go and partner with the heads of those groups, teams, or organizations. I'm going to talk about networking groups, right? I'm going to talk about chambers, small business organizations, all of these things where you have a collective group of entrepreneurs and business owners who are looking to improve their business. And you can provide a solution not just to the head of that organization to help facilitate all of those people, but to each of those groups. And in partnership, work together. Again, you come alongside that leader and you show them how you can solve some of that group's problems. I still see people at events handing out stacks of each other's business cards. Kathy, you know this, right? Just pass the box around the table and everybody grab a stack. They've been doing that for the last 50, 100 years, guys. If it doesn't work, why are you still doing it? I could put everybody's business card digitally on my phone. Then I have it in my pocket 24/7. So when I meet the person looking for the roofer in the grocery store line or at Timmy's soccer game, I can make the connection or make the referral. These are all things that are already baked into the LFI platform. And I know there's a lot of stuff we've got going on in the background that's going to make it even more powerful. I know, guys, Kathy rubbing her hands, guys. And this is the truth. If you've been around with us for a while, you can tell it's been a progression, right? It's been a progression. I don't know if anybody knows, original The Facebook. Anybody was on the platform The Facebook before it was Facebook? The Facebook was not what Facebook is today. Everything's a progression. So what excites me isn't what we have. I love what we have. It's what we're going to have as we continue to build and provide this solution. And the fact that you're joining right now is the perfect time. You're here for a reason. But what excites me is, what is this going to look like, not just next week, next month, but a year from now, 2 years from now? When we talk about being active and doing the do, Guys, there's a reason why Guy and I are on calls every single day of the week. We're doing it. We're doing it. You know what I mean? We could just say, oh, rely on the affiliates, let them go, do their own thing, all of that type of stuff. No, it's doing, it's helping, it's teaching. This is a helping and teaching call. That's what we're here for. We're here to support you in your success. I'm a big fan of Zig Ziglar in closing. Look, I can get everything I want if I can help you get what you want. And I'm going to live by that truth.
I want to wrap it up just a second. From that aspect, had a thought. We're wrapping up our week. We're going into the weekend, but I want to just remind us of something that I know we already know, right? You can do anything. Anything that you set your mind to, you can achieve. But there are some crucial elements that are important that you need to incorporate in order to have a life by design, to be able to succeed. And those elements are a goal, a passion, a work ethic, and mental toughness, right? It's essential to have a clear idea of what we want to achieve. So without a goal, we're lost. We're wandering without a sense of direction. So our goal gives us something to work towards, something that we can aspire to, something that we can be proud of. One thing that we've talked about in the past is maybe having SMART goals, right? Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound. Like put a time to a goal.
Yep.
So when going to the elements, right, we went through a goal, passion. Passion's what's going to drive us. We've got to have like a deep love or enthusiasm of what keeps us going, what gets us going through when there's tough times. Like our passion has to fuel us. It has to push us through obstacles. It's what motivates us to keep going. Hard work. There's no substitute for it at all. We must be willing to put in the time, the effort to achieve our goals. We have to have a strong work ethic. We have to be willing to work smarter and harder, right? They say work smarter, not harder. No, we have to work smarter and harder than anyone else. We have to be persistent. We have to be disciplined. We have to focus on our goal. Success isn't easy. We always talk about it, but it's worth it, right? Success is worth it. We have to face our challenges, our setbacks, failures. We have to be mentally strong enough to overcome anything. We must have resilience, grit. If we don't have grit, we better find some. The ability to bounce back from adversity. Everyone's faced with adversity from time to time. Mental toughness is not something that we're born with. I know this. It's what we learn over time. We develop over time. We develop through our experiences. So just what I want to remind us is that we can achieve anything. Anything you set your mind to. If you have a goal, a passion, a work ethic, and mental toughness, it's going to take all of them. If we lack in any of those elements, it's not too late. We can start building on those. Start today. I know we've talked about it multiple times. Did we start yesterday? Did we start last week? Did we start last month, last year? Like, did we do those small steps to move us towards our goal? If not, there's still plenty of time.
Absolutely.
What's success? It's a journey. It's not a destination. It's about reaching the top and knowing what it was about to get us there. So, affiliate, ambassador, whatever it is, whatever we want to do, the U economy, the 307 point whatever $billion opportunity. We didn't even talk the economy of subscriptions. We live in the world of subscriptions, a $1.3 trillion economy where people just pay for getting water delivered, getting their razors, whatever they're doing, their streaming services. It's subscription. I know we can all do it, and we all want to live the life by design, and we have dreams. We can make those a reality, but it's going to take those 4 elements. Knowing your goal, having a passion and sticking to it, right? A work ethic, and having the mental fortitude, the mental toughness to get through anything if life throws us curves.
Agree. Well, as we wind down today, guys, I want to thank you for your time. Guy, to your point, our good friend Edwin Britt would say this: we need to stop being a wandering generality, right? If you're out there wandering around trying to get to where you're going, but you don't have a map, a plan, a passion, a goal, you need to be meaningfully specific. And that's really what we're trying to zone in and focus on here at LFI. So let's make that happen. Take an opportunity to will, skill, and refill over the weekend. If you didn't see the first interviews drop, go check out that interview. A lot of good information in there. Yeah, Scott, you and I were already talking and IMing about that. Lots of good gold nuggets. We're going to continue on with those with thought leaders as part of the benefit of being here at LFI. Like I said, the next one's going to be on mindset. Guys, mindset is so important. You're not going to want to miss that. Wednesday networking event. I showed you how to build the card. Get out and promote that. Everybody you get to come to the event, you get credit for. Kudos to Ruben. He had 3-4 people at the networking event that were specifically through his channel. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Tech Tuesday on 2 p.m. Central with Kathy. Guys, all of these things every Friday right here, same bat time, same bat place. Let's make it happen. Okay. If you need anything, reach out. Thanks, everybody.